Hey class, and welcome to Unit 8. Unit 8 is basically just a continuation of 7. So here we'll be dealing also with arrays and how to search them, how to sort them. I'll be going over one assignment, which is number 10. Program challenge, which is like kind of fun one. Hopefully this will be, pretty straightforward for you to accomplish and continue on playing and how to manipulate arrays. So number 10, it says write a program that uses two identical arrays of just 8 integers. So right there you are controlled as to how big is your array. It should display the content of the first array, then call a function to sort the array using an ascending order, bubble sort modified to print out the array content after each pass of the sort. So right there you have to use a bubble sort algorithm to accomplish this assignment. Then next, the program should display the content of the second array, then call a function that sort the array using an ascending order selection, sort modified to print out the array content after each pass of the sort. So a couple things that you have to worry about here. Number one is that you have to have a specific array and the size of the array that is already pre-given to you. So it's not something that you can leave it open or something. So always be careful about the requirements that you get out of the assignment when you're giving an instruction as to accomplish something. So we'll need just a couple libraries to use for this one. So we'll do, let's say, chapter 8 programming challenge number 10, which is sorting orders. Then we need a couple libraries here, IOStream and IOManip. And then we need IOManip. Then we have our using namespace std. And then we have our function prototypes. Hopefully by now you guys are pretty comfortable using the function prototypes and understand how it is wonderful to use them, because they basically simplify your life when you're trying to accomplish something. So the first thing we'll need to use is like the instruction they said, we need to use the bubble sort algorithm. So I just call it bubble sort int, and then another integer. Then I need another void, and this one I'll call it selection sort as instructed. That's what they told me to use, so just give it that name, keep it simple. The simpler it is, the easier it is to understand and follow. And then finally I'll have one for showing the array, so show array. And that's it for the function prototype. Now we're going to our main function. And here I'll have to create my array. So constant int, and then I'll call it size, and they told me it's equal to 8. And then now I go ahead and create those array 1 and 2 and just give them a number, like give them any value. So I'll call it array 1 of size and give it values. I'll do 105, 102, 107, 103, 106, 100, 104, and let's see, 101. How many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. And now I create another array and call it array 2 of size, and do the same thing, equals I'll go ahead and use the same numbers. So we'll see how it's going to go ahead and modify these and take them doing the sorting part. That'll be fun to see. So we have bubble sort of array 1 and size, cout, and L, And then we have selection sort of array2 and the size. And then we return 0. Now we're going to work on our function prototype. So the first one, the bubble sort function performs an ascending, they told us, order bubble sort on the array. The size parameter is the number of elements in the array. So here the function will do what? The function has been modified to print the contents of the array after each pass. So we have our void, which is bubble sort int, we call it values, and then size. So we'll need a couple declarations, couple variables. One, call it Boolean swap, which allows to swap the value within the array. One for temp, one for pass, which I'll initialize to 1. And then cout how, now, I'm sorry, not how, now performing the bubble sort. And then put some dashes just to show that it is a title. Now from there, the next step I need to get done is do something that will allow me to do the swap that will be correct. Like that allows the compiler to understand. So I'll do a do loop. Now I'll do swap equals to false. So for int count is equal to 0, count less than size minus 1, because I initialized it to 1, so size less than 1, count plus plus. Then I'll do an if loop if the values of count is greater than values of count plus 1, then temp is equal to values of count. And values of count is equal to and values of count, let's see, is equal to what? Is equal to values of count plus 1. Then values of count, so here values of count plus 1 is equal to temp. And then in this case, if that's the case, then swap is equal to true. So we're done with this one. And then here, don't forget to put your while, because anytime you use the do, you want it to continue until it accomplishes every single possible case for it. Oops. So let's go back here. Let's see. That is good. No, this should not be for the for loop. Sorry, this should be with the do. So right here. Okay. Now the next thing I need to work on is the selection sort algorithm. That's the one I need to work on now. So the selection sort function performs an ascending order selection sort on the array the size parameter is the number of elements in the array. So what I'm looking for is that the function has been modified to print the content of the array after each pass. So I'll use my void selection sort of values and size with int size. So for this one int, I'll call it start scan. I'll have one for minimum index and one for max. Actually, no, I don't need. I'll need index, and I need to calculate to find the value. So I'll call it minimum value. And then I need a pass as the previous one we did, and initialize that to 1. So from here, I'll have cout now performing the selection sort. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll do a for loop, start scan is equal to 0, start scan less than size minus 1, and then start scan plus plus. So we'll have minimum index is equal to start scan. And minimum value is equal to values of start scan. So values of start scan. Then we'll do a for loop. Int index is equal to start scan plus 1. Index less than size index plus plus if values of index less than minimum value, then we have minimum value is equal to values of index. And minimum index is equal to index. So here, let me go a little bit up just to make sure I'm not missing my parentheses. So here, values of minimum index is equal to values of index. So values of start scan is equal to minimum values. Now what I need to do after that is just do a display the array contents after this pass. So cout cout after I guess I need my brackets first, after pass which will be my pass that I had done. What I need to show is show the array. So show array of what? Of values and size. Both. And then increment, which is pass plus plus. So right here we're done with the the selection sort. The last part that we need to do is just the show array. So I need to show my array now. So the show array function displays the contents of the array, the size parameter, A is the number of elements. And for that one, I'll use my void show array of int values, and same thing, int size, as I did previously. And then here, just use a for loop for int count. I'll start at the beginning of the array. So int count is equal to 0, count less than size, count plus plus, actually I don't need the brackets. Cout is one single thing that I need to show, which is my values of count. And that's it. Cout and down. Alright, let's try to run this. Let me turn off my antivirus for a sec. And let's run this. Okay, let's see the error that we have. Wait, what? Oh, count, not cout. Oops. Count. Okay. Let's do F5 again, see if it runs this time. Okay, let's see. Index. Index. What's wrong with that? It's not recognizing. Let's see. Values. Let's see. What am I doing? So minimum index Here I'm reading the, oh, this is wrong. This is incorrect. This is not index. This should be start scan. Should read that, yeah. Let's see, one more. Very good. Sweet, hallelujah. So that's the first one. Let's see. And right there, now you're performing the sort, and it shows the transparency that when it takes one after the other. Wait, it's not reading the first one. Let's see what's wrong with that. Just let me check that out. All right, let's see. It was an error here that I forgot to call it. So it wasn't calling the first bubble. So let's run this. And it shows right there, you can see the first one, the bubble sort, the way it takes the numbers. So after first pass, and it keeps doing it again till 49, then it goes and performs the sort. So I wasn't displaying just the content of the first algorithm, which is the bubble sort. So that's basically for this one. You guys will have this one in Blackboard. Hopefully this will be a straightforward chapter, as it is basically just teaching you how to more manipulation of the arrays previous chapter. Hope you'll have a wonderful week, and I will see you in Unit 9. If you have any question, please feel free to shoot me a quick email or get hold of me through either stopping by my office, or just shoot me an email, and I'll pretty much be available to answer any question you might have. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in Unit 9. Thank you guys. Bye.